So welcome again to our Caring for Our Watersheds virtual presentation. Our next presentation is from Hannah, Brenna, Kayla, and Sarah. And their presentation is Lighting Our Way to a Greener Future. So ladies, if you want to take that over.
All right, can you guys see it?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Kayla Anderson.
I'm Brenna Asbury.
I'm Hannah Bailey.
And I'm Sarah Spatz, and this is Lighting Our Way to a Greener Future.
So for our project, we decided to place solar-powered outdoor spotlights around our school. At M&D, we currently have some fossil fuel-powered spotlights lighting up landscaping and signs. We decided that in the long run, it would be a lot better for our planet if we used solar-powered energy. These spotlights are going to be emitting carbon dioxide and other pollutants into our atmosphere. And in the long run, they're going to cost a lot more money. So using solar powered, it's a renewable energy source, and it's going to help our environment and our watershed. So we crunched some numbers and we did the math and saw that if we use solar powered spotlights instead of a standard 100-watt light bulb around our school, we would save around 20,440 kilowatts of energy per year. So in order to do this project, we implemented the following 5 steps.
So step 1 was choosing the lights. We were between 2 different brands of lights, Europower and Notre. So they both came in packs of 2. Europower was a bit more expensive, so that was already a downside. So Europower is motion censored, which we ended up not wanting because they would be lighting up both landscaping and emblems around the school, not only sidewalks. We did end up ordering a set of each just to kind of test them out. Europower was a little brighter, but in the end we chose Notre because they weren't motion censored, and that was what we needed. So next we went around the school and we got out a map and we figured out where most students walked and where we needed the landscaping lit up, and we placed the lights all around it. And we ended up needing a total of 56, and we ordered an extra 2 packs, so we had some extras in case any of them broke.
So like Sarah said, for our budget, we had to order 60 lights total, and they came in 2 packs. So we got 30 packs of the lights, and then with tax, free shipping, and the tools being borrowed from our school, it came out to be $840.59. And this is a picture from the Amazon screen of us ordering the lights and what kind we got. And step 3, we ended up putting the lights together. We got help from our school's Earth Action team, and we were able to put them together after school. They were very easy, and we also registered all the lights for a 1-year warranty in case anything happens to them.
So our next step was placing the lights around the school. So we followed the map to each of the places we selected for them to go and lit up the emblems and the landscape and the pathways. So then we also decided to make flyers to put around our school. So basically the flyers pictured to the right, and it just has a bunch of facts about the watershed and what the lights are going to do to help our school and the environment. And we put around 15 around the school, just like so everyone can see. And it also made our project a bigger scope because people realized that they could even try this at home, since the lights we just ordered off Amazon, so they can do the same really easily.
And then our 5th step was to come back one night and make sure that all the lights were working and turned on. And we realized that a lot of the lights were in places where they weren't getting enough sun, so they weren't shining as bright as they could or at all. So we made some changes to the positioning and placement of a lot of the lights after observing some errors. And some challenges we faced was, the first was working with maintenance, because we couldn't put the lights any place that they were going to be mowing, because then they would have to remove them and then put them back every single time they mow the grass. So we had to put them in places that they didn't mow, like mulch and near trees and things like that. And then, like I just said, the placement was another challenge because we didn't take into account that some of the trees would be blocking the sunlight for some of the lights. So we had to move them or like angle them differently. And then another thing was weather, because Ohio, of course, has really crazy weather like today. And we, the day that we had originally planned to go and put the lights around the school, it had snowed and the ground was like frozen solid. So we would not have been able to get any of the lights into the ground. So overall, our project meets the following sustainable development goals. The first being affordable and clean energy. Instead of using fossil fuels, which pollute our earth, we're using a renewable energy source that's going to be cheaper in the long run and is not going to pollute our earth. And then sustainable cities and communities by telling people that we're doing this project at MND and showing them like around the school that this is such a simple project they could do it at their own home. We're not only like helping MND reduce their carbon footprint, but other students as well. And by showing them that they can use a more renewable and sustainable energy source. And then last would be climate action, because we're just reducing our carbon footprint and improving our environment in our watershed. Thank you guys. Any questions?
Okay, ladies, thank you so much. I'm going to ask you to stop sharing your screen. Wonderful. I'm going to turn off your timer here because you came in perfect. Judges, do we have any questions about lighting our way to a greener future?
Pat Bruns here. Wonderful presentation, well thought out and presented. Do you all know how much money you've saved your school with? I think you said over 20,000 kilowatt hours.
Yeah, we actually did not calculate how much money it was saving because we were looking at it more from like the energy standpoint and how that was going to save our school. We didn't look at the numbers for money, but I'm sure we could figure that out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I bet you can. Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Scott? Scott, we cannot hear you. No. I don't know. We were hearing him perfectly fine earlier. No.
Oh. You can type your question in the chat box if you want.
Great idea.
Okay. Just hold on 1 second.
And let's do Corey. You can ask a question while Scott is typing his.
All right, great presentation. And first a comment, I really like that you went out and saw how the system was working at night. It would have been really easy just to put the lights out there and say we did it, but you went out there and optimized the system. So really appreciate that. My question is, the focus seems to be on offsetting the grid electricity and that carbon footprint associated with that. But did you also look at the lights that you installed look to be LED? And I'm guessing a lot of those lights that were out there were not LED. So my question is, did you look at the energy input difference between the existing lights and the new ones that you installed?
We didn't measure that difference, but we did know that the existing lights were not solar powered and that they were off of electricity, but we didn't like get any official numbers from the school about how much like energy they were using, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, yep, that's a lot of times those LED lights might only use like 5 watts or something. They're very low energy, whereas some of those HID bulbs or incandescent, you know, they can be like 100 watts. So there can be an energy savings just in getting more efficient lighting too. But again,
Yeah, ours were LED. We aren't sure what they were originally, but the
yeah.
ones we installed were
Ours
LEDs.
are LED. I'm pretty sure when we got that number of the 100 watts, like we used that as a model when we were saying how much we saved. I'm pretty sure we were like looking at the lights we had outside and we estimated that they were around like 100-watt light bulb.
okay.
We didn't actually ask them specifically which ones they were using, but
Yeah.
we saw like what kind of lights they were using and it looked like it was around a 100-watt light bulb.
We got a question in the chat.
All right, yep, that
Perfect.
answers my question. Thank you.
Okay.
And then the one question from Scott in the chat, could you please explain any ongoing needed maintenance dealing with pollen, dirt, etc. on the solar cells?
Yeah, so we partnered with the maintenance crew on this. They were all for it. They loved the idea. So they're definitely helping us keep with the upkeep, especially since we're all seniors and we'll be graduating next year. But we talked to them and they will be working with upkeep on the lights.
Awesome. Wonderful job. Well, thank you so much, ladies. And remember that you are tuning in again Saturday at 10 o'clock to find out our final placement. So thank you guys very much. I hope you have a great day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.